championship is Sandown, then Bathurst, and it wraps up in Newcastle. Who will take it out at Sydney Motorsport Park? Nice start by Todd Hazelwood. Launches away. Di Pasquale will run side by side. Look at LeBrock's in the wall.
We talked just before about the starts and how critical they have been. And there's another incident at the exit of turn 1. Cars over Andrew Jones and
Shay Davies.
LeBrock. Yeah, Shay Davies.
This is wild. What a start to the final one for the weekend. Richie Stanaway leads this race from Anton Di Pasquale. Hazelwood is third from Dumbrell, but then there's been chaos. What has happened to the guy who was runner-up in the championship last year? Jack LeBrock. Look at the damage to Will Brown's car. Is that telling in the story?
He got a slow getaway. He was right in front of our commentary box there, Rusty, and his getaway wasn't great, but I'm picking LeBrock. Didn't get away either. And there's substantial, I don't have to tell you how much damage there is to the front of the go-getter Nissan.
One of 3 Altimas in this championship, run by Matthew White. He's been very successful in the second tier of our sport. Also campaigned Shay Davies and Bryce Fullwood. But the attention right now is the go-getter Nissan. Third in the championship, just over 160 points behind our series leader. That will wound him in the race for the crown. Incredible. Stanaway on debut in this championship, eyeing up a podium, leading the race. He's had a superb debut in this class, and it's all about miles for him for the endurance events, where he'll partner with Cameron Waters in the Monster Falcon.
Great crowd on hand. They got their money's worth up on the top of the pit building for the start of the 4th race in the Dunlop Super 2. And Jack LeBrock won't see it that way, of course, but he really has had a bit of a struggle this weekend, hasn't he? LeBrock, the starts he's struggled with, just hasn't had the pace that he's shown in the early stages of this season.
Looks like the second of the Gary Rogers Motorsport Commodores just come past us a moment ago in the commentary box. So Richard Muscat to the lane. Let's have a look here. What happened?
So he's on the 3rd row. He heaps of wheel spin, Jack LeBrock, and then he starts to move over. Moves over. Oh, Brown's in the middle. He got touched by Muscat. Was that Muscat, I think? So they were 3 wide. Jack LeBrock was coming across. I don't think that was the wise thing to be doing, was coming across to cover. Was it the wheel spin that sent him across? He kept coming. Brown and Muscat touch. That's a difficult one. The problem is when you have a bad getaway like that and you're getting swamped, you need to go straight. So on board, just lights up the wheels. Now he starts to come across. He's still coming. Oh. You need to go straight in those circumstances. You haven't got away clean. You're trying to minimize the loss of position, but in this case, you've also got to minimize. Yeah, it's just that unfortunate placement by the looks of it. Muscat and Brown touch, and LeBrock just trying to get his race underway.
Marjoram, look at Marjoram in the Auto 1 Commodore. He avoids it somehow. So does Bryce Fullwood.
Thank goodness. But then the action continued on. So here's from the back of the grid. Oh, Davies got an absolute fly down the inside, one of the Kostekis. There's the touch between Brown and Muscat, and the resulting hit. So turn 1 behind us, the action is going on. There's the big gap there, and then people on the grass. Tipped on the outside was Davies. Not sure who was on the inside of him. Davies was right on the outside of the circuit. Andrew Jones recovered, doing 360s.
You're right about Davies being wide, but it did look like he